Hey y'all, this is El Thick Madame, and this is just going to be a short thoughts video about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which was the episode I just saw. Very rarely am I able to actually catch that live, but I caught it live tonight. I might have caught it once or twice outside of this time for this season live as well. But anyway, I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. Y'all can excuse my eyes because I don't smoke or anything like that. My eyes are just easily irritated and very, very sensitive. So that's why they red and all that. I haven't been rubbing or anything. I was just looking like, what in the world is going on? I look like I'm high a little bit, I guess, but I'm not high. I really am not. I've never been high a day in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't really even like taking medications that are supposed to numb pain or kind of take the edge off as far as pain is concerned, because medicine don't really do nothing for me either. Anyway, I digress. So this episode went over a lot of crazy stuff, like Princess and Ray J looking for their dog Bugatti, which I am over. I am tired. Why is this their storyline? Them looking for that dog and her getting pregnant. We know she's pregnant. She's supposed to be due like in January of 2020. I'm just like, y'all just got on here when y'all first debuted for this season, said how dog tired y'all was. Y'all don't have sexy time for one another, but y'all want to get more kids out here. Like, why? I'm tired. I don't understand. I'm tired looking at y'all being as tired as y'all are because y'all don't have time for one another, and the other baby that y'all already have is waking y'all up. Then y'all got all these dogs, and I understand that people like to say that their dogs are their children, but okay, y'all doing too much. Like, stop. She kept talking about her baby, referring to that dog, and I was just like, anyway, of course the dog was returned, and they're going to be doing an investigation to see if the person who brought the dog in was the person who took it in the first place, because he showed up in a vehicle that was exactly like the one that came by Ray J's parents' house and snagged the dog while they were out of town. And, you know, so far so good. Everything is turned up okay. And it's just a different car, a different person, all the other stuff. But unless he somehow changed all this stuff out to be on the safe side, then they might have to pay up that $20,000. So, Yo-Yo is still doing her like educational stuff for people who want to write and who want to be great when it comes to music. And I understand she want to do mentoring and all this other stuff, but I'm just like, girl, you got a lot on your plate. Your daughter's pregnant. Your firstborn is pregnant. She is wondering what's going on as far as the baby shower. She ain't got nothing done with that. She looking at her sideways like, all right, now. I don't see nothing. I don't see no progress as far as that's concerned. And even the youngest, apparently they have an agreement. The father has an agreement with Yo-Yo, and while she was trying to get her career back going, that child was staying with him, and she's now going to come back and live with her. I am not sure. I don't know who that is, but anyway, she is now going to come back and live with her, and you know, she was like, you know, I sacrificed a lot, you know, because she did have kids, and now her oldest is about to have a child. So I'm just like, okay. And it's like, in a way, she kind of don't want to accept the fact that she's about to be a grandmama. She need to slow down and calm down. Like, her oldest was like, you need to calm down. You are about to be a grandmother. So, you got to take on those duties. And so she looking at her like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Lord. April, Fizz, Omarion. April keeps going to court because of the craziest, the smallest, pettiest things. I guess because whatever she wants to do, Omarion wants to fight her on it. And the first thing, or the main thing that it was this time, was what school I think the oldest was going to go to. And I'm just like, Lord, y'all is doing the most. and Fizz is there. And Fizz in his confessional like, well, I'm there to support April. I don't really care how Omarion might be looking at me. And his mama came in the courtroom and was looking at me sideways with an attitude and all this other stuff. And they still want to sit up here and stick with the we're just friends. We're not screwing. I don't know where people are getting this from bit, which is a lie, because why is she saying thank you for supporting me and kissing you on the lips and hugging you? And I'm just like, if I'm just friends, if I have a platonic friendship with a man because I am a heterosexual woman, or I am a woman who does have an attraction to men, no matter what my sexual, orientation really is, why would I sit up here and kiss you on the lips? Now, I know that there are some people who do have that type of relationship, but I feel like she doing the most. And you don't do that to all your other friends, so y'all just need to stop lying. It is very apparent that y'all are at least screwing. I don't care what y'all try to tell us. I don't care what you try to feed us. It ain't gonna work. Anyway, at this point, what's his name? The finest one out of the group, J-Boog, he was like, I just don't want it to affect our, performance and what we have going on with this concert with this tour or whatever, because, a lot of this stuff can ruffle feathers and make it get to the point where Omarion could be like, I don't want to do this, goodbye. Now, in real life, real time, when all this stuff really was going on, when we heard about the Millennial Tour and all this other stuff, I have no idea if some stuff went down and then they canceled some dates or whatever. All I know is that some stuff happened. I know people who actually went and saw them perform, like one of the earlier dates. So, like I said, I'm not even sure if it ever got completed, but we'll see. Y'all let me know down in the comment section, because like I said, I have no idea. So J-Boog, he is really trying to be on his entrepreneurial tip or whatever, and he is trying to bring Immature together, because they kind of do go hand in hand. When I was growing up, I used to listen to both of them, even though I didn't care about B2K like that, but I did know their music. I kind of feel as though I listened to Omarion by himself when he went solo more than I did B2K. I just didn't care about B2K like that. But Immature was a completely different story. Always lived for them. So, I listened to them more. So he said that it made sense that people were always asking, like, well, in the past, when y'all were growing up and y'all were touring, y'all always would tour together. So, people were looking forward and hoping that they would see them on this tour. And so he brought it to Marquise Houston. And, he was like, well, if the terms and everything are right, that's fine with me. Cool. They end up having a full-on meeting with all the members of the group, and the one whose name I can never remember, not Batman, but the other one, he ain't here for it, because back in the day, it used to be split completely down the middle, 33, 33, 33, or whatever it is. But the way they have it set up in the contract would be the two of them would get 50% split between the two of them, and Marquise would get 50% because he would be doing the stuff with them, and he had his own solo project stuff that he would be bringing to the people as well. So it makes sense for him to get more, but I just feel as though they should have outlined it in the contract in a way where they had it split down the middle, like always, for whatever the set price was going to be for them. And then they had a separate spot where they outlined what he would get in addition to that money, so that it would look a little bit better. Because as of right now, old boy ain't seeing how, why he got to get all this money. If it ain't how it used to be, then I'm out. And I'm just like, I get it, but at the same time, you need to understand you ain't bringing as much to the table as him. And that's just true. That really is the truth when it comes to that. Even though I ain't finna go into all that. Anyway, what else happened, y'all? Zell got on the phone with Summer Bunny. Towards the end of the episode, Lyrica some information had came out about Lyrica. Zell actually shared with the group of people who were helping to find Bugatti, Lyrica being on social media doing like a little video where she says that she was showing off a waist trainer, but what we saw was her holding a Cookie Monster toy in front of her vagina where she looked like she was naked, or if we were to believe she was wearing something that was covering herself, maybe it was a thong or something, but all we saw was the Cookie Monster toy. And she was just on social media. But she said she was just like, we could be sexy after we have kids and all this. And I'm like, girl, you know good and well that is not how that was going to be perceived. So I don't even know why you want to throw that out there and make it seem like that's what it was about. Because I honestly don't think that's what it was about. I just don't. Anyway, later on in the episode, he is at the house talking to his mama, and Lyrica comes up around the corner while they're discussing what they saw on social media. And so she busts up and she like, okay, well, why y'all talking about me like I'm not even here? So he tried to come at her, and she was like, it wasn't even like that. He over here trying to be like, why are you naked on social media? She was like, I wasn't naked. I had on panties. I just had something in front of me, whatever. And his mama had the nerve to say that women drive men to do the things that they do. And I'm just like, what happened to women empowerment? What happened to you being supportive of women when you know good and well there are so many situations where women are sitting up here being 100% down for the person that they're with, and they get cheated on day in and day out. Now, we already know, per her and his admission, that they have cheated on one another. Okay, that's beside the point. I'm just saying, in this instance, this Summer Bunny stuff, she already said that they'd already discussed all this stuff before, and all this stuff was supposed to be over and done with. They had gotten another ring, all this other stuff, got another renewal, all that. So all that stuff was supposed to be water under the bridge, moving forward. We ain't doing all this no more. We're going to have the lines of communication open, do what we need to do in order for us to last. But no, he was cheating on her while she was pregnant, and she found out about it way after the fact. And again, this was something that he promised that he wasn't going to do again, but it happened. So it's like, really? This is what you do to me while I'm pregnant? Like, so they got into it about that. Then, she was going to leave, go on about her business. So she's supposedly upstairs packing a bag. And for some reason, she go on her phone and she sees Zell doing a live or something, a live stream, but he has Summer Bunny Skyped in, or however they call it. Y'all, it's so many different things. Anyway, they doing a picture-in-picture, some kind of voice call, and she was reading Lyrica and was like, I don't know why she always bringing my name up and trying to drag my name. He knew he was a married man, all this other stuff. And so she was like, see, this is making me mad. This is making me even madder. And, she don't know, well, they don't know what's going on upstairs because this stuff is playing out loud, and they're downstairs still talking to one another. So she brings it back downstairs and was like, what is this? And he was like, well, I don't know, what is that? And they eventually called Zell and they're like, what are you doing? And he was just like, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. And both of them were talking about something, you ain't loyal, why would you do that? And you shouldn't even be talking to her and all this other stuff. Oh gosh. Pam, his mama, just always makes stuff worse. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And Moniece wasn't on this episode. Thank goodness Black China wasn't on this episode. If she was, I done passed that part. I done fast forwarded it. I don't know what's going on with that. Wasn't that really going on in this episode? And I was just like, ugh. I just wish that they would stop with all this April Fierce crap. The only other thing that really happened was Jason Lee sat down with April and was like, look, you're not, doing what you said that was going to be outlined in your contract, and this ain't going to work out. And he provided evidence and proof of some sort, which were comments from people saying that they feel like the vibe of the show has changed. The model needs to go back to what it was before. And people are not tuning in like they should. And they actually lost a sponsor because the viewership is not where it needs to be. So it ended up, supposedly parting ways. And one of the main things that was going on outside of her not contributing was that she's been going to court and taking her child to school or something like that. And the time is messed up. So now she was going to be late for work when, like 30 minutes to an hour or so late for work on certain days. And he was like, yeah, I get all of that. But at the same time, your contract states that you're supposed to be here. So yeah, a lot of stuff ain't gonna be adding up, and we ain't got time for this no more. Yeah, y'all, it's just a lot, and I'm tired, and it's just too much going on for no reason, and I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, this just seems like the most boring out of all of this particular franchise. I don't understand what's going on, what happened. A lot of people were so excited for this to come back, and I was like, why? And for some reason, I felt like it was going to be boring, and it kind of has been. I'm just like, okay. Especially since we know 99% of the stuff that has already gone on real time. Because like I keep telling y'all, things that used to happen a long time ago when people were on these TV shows or whatever, they had these people hidden. We didn't know what was going on. They couldn't post on social media. We, as the consumer and, just us, random people out here, we didn't know what was going on. We were going to be oblivious until they wanted it revealed. But nowadays, everything is just out there, and it's like, yeah, we know this person pregnant. Yep, we know this person got this surgery done. Yep, we know this person cheated on this person. Yeah, we know this person went to jail. We know this, we know that. Like, all this stuff is going on. And now there is no mystery. There is no shock value. Like, nothing is going on now to the point of where we could be like, okay, yeah, I'm really going to be here for this. Outside of, the only thing that's really exciting TV-wise is Power, Snowfall, The Boys. It might be one or two more, but really, when I tell you there are so many shows that I watch, so many, like so many. Like I would literally have to use almost every single hour of the day if I were to review every single last show. Like there would be videos, several videos a day just doing the recaps and reviews of these shows. If I were to actually do recaps and reviews of these shows, all the shows that I watch that are really everything, including the anime. Like, it's a lot. But anyway, y'all, I know you hear it. It's about time for me to start winding down. So I don't know what I'm going to watch, but I'm going to watch something. And I'm going to wind down. And I'm going to go to bed a little bit later. I hope y'all are having a good one. I'll see y'all next time.